Good morning to all of you children. Please pray. Let us begin our revision class. I have given you few chapters to prepare. Samriddhi, what you prepared today?
So chapter 3 and chapter 4.
Chapter 2 and chapter 4.
So chapter 3 and chapter 4.
Chapter 3 and chapter 4. Okay. So I hope you all have done the diagrams. Copies are checked and returned back to you. There are a number of students who have not written any work, any chapter. There are students, I have noted down their names and how many chapters they have not done, that also. Since we have only few days left for the examination, so I'm not telling anybody's name. I have noted down the detailed comment in your copy. I hope you have got your copy returned and must have seen definitely that how many chapters you have done and how many you have not done. There are some students, those have done their work very nicely, all the question and answers, the diagrams which are asked. Children, at the same time, I want to tell all of you, first of all, switch on the camera. I want to see you all, whether you are studying or not. Are you really sitting for the class or just joined and doing some other work? Switch on, everybody. Children, I want to ask you that there you have got a freedom that you can write the question and answers or make notes as you are doing earlier also. The same thing I have continued. I told you all. It does not mean that you have got the freedom not to write anything. What do you mean by the detailed note? Suppose that you are preparing a note of chapter number 4, that all the important topics should be covered. All the diagrams should be drawn. Then only it will be equivalent to the question and answer. If you are selectively few lines you are writing and just coming to the another chapter, then another chapter, the purpose will not be solved. So I will discuss later on, otherwise I will inform you that you need to write only question answer. This privilege of writing a detailed note based on the chapter will be withdrawn, because this is not going to help you. Some of you are taking the otherwise privilege of that and not completing the work. There are students, those who have written a very good notes, have covered every topic with diagrams and all. That type of notes are required if you are preparing through that. Otherwise, if you will selectively write, you will not going to get anything. You are not going to get anything, children. All the diagrams which are in the syllabus, means in the question and answers, in the exercises, listen carefully. You have how many chapters in the examination? For the first term, again and again I'm repeating so that nobody will miss. You have 6 chapters. Chapter number 1, Earth as a planet. Chapter number 2, latitude and longitudes. Chapter number 3, rotation and revolution. Chapter number 4, Earth structure. Chapter number 7, volcanoes. Chapter number 8, earthquakes. Now, these are the chapters Their theory part will be covered. Question and answers which are given, you need to go through that. Whether you have written or not, you need to go through that. Then the diagrams which are given in each exercise, you need to draw that. We have already discussed from time to time once we have completed a particular chapter. Do you remember, Ajnandini? Then after that, maps. I have already informed that there are two maps which is given in your syllabus. They are of mountains and plateaus. Mountains and plateaus, and not all the features which are given in the syllabus. And these two maps are also drawn in your book. You need to just copy it from there, leaving extra features. Plateau 190 page and mountain 189. But there are few students, those have written, copied every feature, which are not supposed to be part of this syllabus, which are not the part of the syllabus, when you are not supposed to write those, mark those. Still you have written. In exam, children, you have to write the full feature. Suppose that you are marking any mountain or plateau, just don't write ABC. What is the number? Suppose that Himalayas, fourth number. Write completely Himalayas over there on the map. Clear? Is that clear? Third thing, there are students who have written the chapters which are not taught, which is also not a part of the syllabus, because you are writing in advance. Before the teacher tells you the syllabus or before anything is explained to you, you are writing. Like chapter number 5, landforms of the earth. Like chapter number 6, rocks and rock cycle. Who taught you? Who told you? Why? Children, this is not the way. If you are doing by your own, then what is the purpose of a teacher? Unnecessarily you are writing. It will create confusion for you and your parents also. So never write before the chapter is over. I never suggest. And which is neither taught, neither it is part of your syllabus. Why you are making notes of that? Anyway, come back. Chapter number 3. I'm asking questions to you. Get ready with that. Rotation and revolution. What is centrifugal force? Raise the hand. Yes, Ujjwal.
The centrifugal force of the earth is generated by the rotation of the earth.
What is that? What is that? Nandini? A technical term to remember, it is given. Yes.
So it is a force by which, so if any object is rotating, then it will throw outside, so it is going to forcefully move itself outside.
Samriddhi?
Sir, when any body rotates, then the force which acts, the centrifugal force acts on that.
An outward force on a body rotating about an axis or on its axis. Okay? Okay, fine. Next question. What is sidereal day? Terms to remember, I have already told you. It is there. Terms to remember and content analysis. You have to prepare from there also. Many topics are covered over there. Sania Chauhan. Yes, sidereal day.
The 23 hours 56 minutes 4.09 seconds is called a sidereal day.
From where you have written this?
What, sir?
What you are telling, from where you have prepared this? I have not taught, I have not told. It is given in technical term to remember. You have to write from there, you prepare from there. Akshara? Akshara? Are you listening? Akshara?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Thus, the time taken by the Earth to rotate on its axis relative to the stars, or which is almost 4 minutes shorter than the solar day because of the Earth's rotation axis, orbital motion.
Yes, you can write this answer. It is also in the book or from the very short one, which is technical term to remember. It represents the time taken by the Earth to rotate on its axis relative to the star and is almost 4 minutes shorter than the solar day because of the Earth's orbital motion. So you have to write the full answer. If you want full marks, full answer you have to write. What do you mean by circle of illumination? Everybody participate. After so many days, classes are held. Today we are having our class. Yes, Mayank. Unmuted.
It is the line that separates the earth to create equal day and night.
Okay, this is not the correct answer. Anybody else? Faridhi? Circle of illumination. Faridhi?
So it is the imaginary line that divides the earth into day and night.
Yes, it is a line that separates the earth to create equal parts of day and night, or the line which is actually demarcating the day, the sunlit part and the darker part. Any other answer anybody want to give? Raise the hand. Anybody else? Okay. What is barosphere? Barosphere, anyone? Parth Tiwari?
Barosphere is the another name for core.
Yes, core is also known as barosphere. Any two property of core, Parth Tiwari? Any two property? Yes. Unmuted.
Sir, it has density of about 16 gram per centimeter cube,
Okay.
and it is made up of iron and nickel alloy known as nitrate.
Okay. So suppose that any question is asked, if it is of 2 mass, you see whether you are, if it is a definition, you write that definition. If it is asking properties, conditions, characteristics, are you listening? At least 2 you have to write. If it is asking 3, then 3 you have to write. Clear? Please see that the question is of how many mass. Like favorable condition. If it is asking in 2 mass, 2 points. 3 mass, 3 points. Properties of crust, suppose that. 2 mass, 3 mass. First see that how many mass question it is. We have discussed the marking scheme. We have discussed with you. I have discussed with you, children. The question and answers means the sample question paper. Once we have discussed, it is given in your book. How to attempt? We have 80 marks question. Again, I'm reminding, because earlier you are in habit of writing the geography question paper, which is of another scheme. This is a board pattern. 80 marks question, 30 is compulsory, and out of in 50 you have certain options. Ahmed Raza, you can leave the class and discuss wherever you want to go. I told do the one work at one time. What is the difference between Mohorovičić and Gutenberg discontinuity? Anybody wants to give answer? What is the difference between Mohorovičić and Gutenberg discontinuity? Let me ask some of you. Yashika Shrivastava, switch on the camera. Rishita, Anuraj, switch on the camera, all of you. Why you have come in the class? So many are here. Sakshi, Antra, Varad, Shreyansh. Switch on the camera, all of you. Yes, Shraddha. What do you mean by Gutenberg discontinuity? How it is different from Mohorovičić discontinuity? Who want to give answer? Anushka. Yes.
Sir, discontinuity we found between crust and mantle, and Gutenberg discontinuity we found between mantle and core.
Again, you repeat.
Moravec discontinuity we found between crust and mantle, and Gutenberg discontinuity we found between mantle and core.
Okay. Those who have drawn the diagrams, they will never forget. Those of you who have drawn the diagram. But take one more answer. Let us take Utkarshita, unmuted.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Moharvik discontinuity. Hello.
Yes. Yes, Utkarsha. You are unmuted. Network problem, beta, I think, from your side. Utkarshita, you are unmuted still, but due to network issue, your visuals are also not available. Put down the hand. Anybody else want to give? I want everybody should participate. Abhika.
Hello.
Yes, Utkarshita, speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moharvik discontinuity marks the boundary between the upper mantle and the crust, while the Gutenberg discontinuity marks the boundary between the lower mantle and the outer core.
Good. I'm asking one question which is based on the chapter, but you have to give your answer thinking over it. Tell me, children, if Earth was not tilted, what would have been the outcome? If Earth was straight means Earth was not tilted. What was the result of that? What would have been the result if Earth means that the axis would have been passing from perpendicular to the plane? Prabhav, yes.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
So we will have exact and equal duration of day and night.
Okay. Another thing? Any other thing?
No, sir.
Ritesh?
Sir, the North Pole and South Pole will not get the sunlight.
Not get the sunlight.
Yes, sir. Sir, very slanting sunlight they will get.
Samriddhi?
Sir, there would be 12 hours day and 12 hours night.
Anybody, what will the result of effect on season? Anybody want to give answer? Season. Rashika?
No, sir. Seasons, I don't know.
Okay. Parth?
Sir, there will be no change in seasons because
yes, seasonal changes will cease to exist or would have never existed. Correct. This is the tilt and the revolution. That is, this seasons are changing, day and night duration is changing, and sometime more sunlight toward the northern hemisphere. So daylight, 24-hour day, and then 6-month day in the North Pole, and then 6-month night. So if no tilt, these things would have never existed. Very good. Concept should be clear. You will be able to give answer. Three effects of rotation. Anybody? 3 effects of rotation. Adarsh William. Unmuted.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
So, first will be the cause of day and night, which are caused due to the rotation of the earth.
Okay.
And so second will be as cyclones and anticyclones will be deflected, which will be deflected in both the hemispheres.
Okay. Third.
And so the last one will deflect towards the right effect.
In this chapter, two special positions, for 6 special positions we have studied. Equinoxes, solstices, aphelion, perihelion. What are equinoxes? Yes. What are equinoxes? I want new students, other students also to participate. Again and again, only few students are giving answer. Yes, Abhay Pratap, Ayushi, Pooja, Khushi, please reply. Yes. Exams are for these students only, few students only, not for all. Come on, give answer. Give partial answer. I'm not expecting that everything you will tell. Give how much you know, that much you tell. Please participate. Aditi, yes. What is
Sir, equinox is the time when the sun crosses the plane of the Earth's equator, making the day and night equally.
Okay, how many equinoxes we have?
Sir, 4, not 2.
2. 4. Achha, what are the dates for all 4?
No, sir, 4. Summer, winters, spring, and autumn.
And rainy equinox is not there. Summer, winter, and rainy. Presently, rainy season is going on now. Anybody else? Ritesh?
No, sir, night and day. Sir, sorry, night and day. Sir.
Then 4 plus 2, 6. Summer, winter, rainy, and then night and day, 6.
No, sir. No, sir.
And any other?
Sir,
Okay, wait.
Sir, there are only 2 equinoxes. First one is on March 21 and second one is on September 23.
Aditi, listen carefully. It is very important. Many times about equinoxes and solstices in newspaper also you study. You means it is given or reference is given. Aditi, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
You are doing some other work side by side?
No,
Anybody
sir.
disturbing you?
No, sir.
Ritesh, you once more explain how many equinoxes are there. Clarify it now. There are
Sir,
2. Yes. When equal day and equal night is observed all over the world. Definition is given, but what happens actually that I'm telling you? 12-hour day and 12-hour night. There are 2 dates. First is spring equinox, 21st March. And second is autumn equinox, that is 23rd September. Next month, means after 1 month, it will fall. What is solstice? This is something most frequently mentioned. Yes, solstice.
Sir, solstice.
Leave it. Leave. Anybody else? Everybody should participate. Yes, solstice. Okay, Akshara.
An event occurring when the sun appears to reach the north or south relative to the celestial equator to the celestial sphere.
Any further explanation? What due to this solstice, what happens? No? Dates? Dates?
So the December 22nd and
It is called what?
winter solstice and summer solstice 21st June.
All of you open, understand it also. Very good, you have prepared the definition. Understand it all. Page number 36, open all of you. Earth is revolving around the sun in an elliptical orbit. And while revolving around the sun, different position it takes. Or with respect to sun, earth has various positions, different positions. What are they? They are equinoxes, two times and 2 times solstices. Children, solstice, summer solstice and winter solstice. Solstice is the time on this day, or is the position on which in summer solstice the sun rays are directly falling over Tropic of Cancer. It is the longest day in the northern hemisphere and shortest night in the northern hemisphere. Opposite is observed in the southern hemisphere. It is the shortest day in the southern hemisphere and longest night in the southern hemisphere. The position is reversed in the winter solstice on 22nd December. Summer solstice 21st June. Clear? And winter solstice 22nd December. Here, now the sun rays are vertically falling on Tropic of Capricorn. Longest day is observed in the southern hemisphere and the shortest night. The same thing opposite is in the northern hemisphere. But in between, there are two instances. One is the 21st March spring equinox. Second was 23rd September autumn equinox. Equinox singular, equinoxes plural. Note down and write down also so that you will not forget. Right? Equinox, equinox singular one. Equinoxes plural. Solstice singular. Solstices plural. It is given in your book. Practice it. You will never commit any mistake in exam then. Sun rays are falling vertically on the equator. Day and night are equal all over the world. All over the world. Anywhere. Northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. There are, other than this, two other position, children. As I told that the page number 34, open all of you. Page number 34. As I told you that Earth revolves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Egg shape. Elliptical means egg shape. Not circular, not like the wheel of your bicycle. The orbit is not just like the wheel, rim of the bicycle. It is elliptical. It is revolving like this. Sometime Earth is near to the sun, sometime farther. Near to the sun, as this is my pencil, this is near to your camera, nearest position. That when the Earth is nearest to the sun, it is called perihelion position. Perihelion. Nearest to the sun. The distance between the Earth and the sun is shortest. On that day, it is called perihelion position. It is on 3rd January. When the sun and the Earth are at the maximum distance, it is called aphelion position. It is on 4th January. Some book you will find 6th January also. So if you write 4 or 6, both will be considered correct. Number will not be deducted. 4th January also, 4th July. Let me correct myself. 4th July or 6th July. Aphelion. Nearest, 3rd January, farthest, 4th July or 6th July. In your book, 6th July is written, write down. No problem. If you will write fourth also, number will be given, correct. So children, these are the 6 positions you should know, very important. Then what is the difference between crust and mantle? Differentiate between crust and mantle. Yes, please differentiate between crust and mantle. Vaibhav? Yes, unmuted.
So crust is the outermost layer of the earth, and so mantle, we can say that it is.
Yes. What is the difference between Sial and Seema? You have also drawn a diagram. Sial and Seema. Nida, give answer. Sial and Seema. Yes. Kushi. Yes, Sial and Seema. Unmuted.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So Sial is the material of the upper part of the earth crust, and the Seema is the lower part of the earth crust.
In the terms of composition, please explain. Don't see and tell me. I don't want you to read. If you know, then you tell the answer.
Yes,
See
sir.
Huh.
So the material which is found,
What do you mean by Sial? You are looking into the book or not? Are you looking into the book? Are you looking into the book? Then no purpose. This is something we are preparing for the exam. I don't want you to read just. Adarsh Tiwari. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Adarsh.
Sir, as the term tells, Sial, Si and Al. Al stand for aluminium and Si for silicon. And for Seema, it is silicon and magnesium. Sial is generally composed of granite layer of granite rocks layer,
Okay.
and Seema is
Another
of
question. Okay,
the
fine. Another question. What is the rate at which the temperature increases as we go down below the surface of the earth? What is the rate? Nandini. Unmuted.
Yes, sir.
At what rate the temperature increases as we go down?
Sir, 1 degree Celsius after every 32 meter.
Suppose that if you go down to 320 meters, how much temperature will increase?
10.
10. If we go down in the atmosphere, go up in the atmosphere, not go down, go up. From the surface of the earth, if you go up, then what will happen?
Then
You have studied in the lower classes, if you remember.
so I don't remember.
Others, do you remember? This is called normal lapse rate. Anybody can tell me? Not given in the book. I'm just asking you. Rajnandini, do you know? Nobody is. Temperature falls if you go up in the atmosphere from the surface of the earth. If you start rising up, temperature decreases. What is the rate? For 165 meter, there is a fall of 1 degree centigrade. Okay. This is called normal lapse rate. For every 165 meter in height, there is a fall of 1 degree centigrade. And this is valid in troposphere. Note down the lowest layer of the atmosphere. Now, please open chapter 7, volcanoes. Volcanoes, all of you open. And prepare from page number 67, technical terms. Prepare technical terms. I have noticed while doing the correction that many of you, some of you have not written this question. I think this is not in the book. That is why you have not written. This question is Adarsh, please open your notebook. Adarsh. What name the 4 major type of volcanic eruptions? I think that those students were absent when this thing was discussed. This chapter, that portion was discussed. That is why I hope. So for them, please note it down. Adarsh. Name the 4 major type of volcanic eruptions. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please read.
Name the 4 types. Sir, the four types of volcanic eruptions are. So first volcanic eruption which occurred at Mount Vesuvius in 797.
Unmuting again. Yes, unmuting again.
So the first volcanic eruption took place in 79 AD on. So first,
name the 4 major types. Question number 4 I am asking Adarsh. Question number 4. Name the 4 major types of volcanic eruption. 4 major types.
Okay, sir. So first is Icelandic eruption. Then so second is Hawaiian eruption. Third is Strombolian eruption. And so fourth is Plinian eruption.
Children, please note down. I don't remember the name of that student, but I think that there are 2-3 students, those are not written. So I don't want that anybody will miss any answer. This is my endeavor, and it is up to you whether you are writing or not. Please note down. There are 4 types of volcanic eruption. Others once more.
Yes, sir.
Icelandic.
The first Icelandic eruptions.
Icelandic
Second,
eruption. Hawaiian. 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 Third.
Strombolian.
Stromboli volcano, Strombolian, from that volcano only. Yes. Then
The Strombolian eruptions.
Then
sir, last one, Plinian eruption.
Plinian.
So completed the fourth.
Plinian. 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 So those have not written, please note down. Children, when you come next time, that is on Thursday, this chapter, chapter number 7 and 8 also, please prepare question and answers, technical terms, and content analysis. Earthquake, volcanic eruption, and earthquake side by side. If you study, you will command over it because many things are related and similar also. Volcanic eruption is one of the major causes for earthquake, and volcanic eruption, earthquake, where there is subduction zone, it continues side by side. Aditi Mishra, do you have any question? Yes, unmuted.
Good morning, sir. So for exams, we have to prepare between the chapters also.
Between the chapter means?
Sir, between the chapter.
Listen, if you are preparing question and answers, you are going to go through the chapter. Okay. If you are preparing properly, if you are writing the notes, then you are preparing between the chapters. So there is no special under inverted comma that this is between the chapter. Your answers are from the chapter only. Okay. Because if you cover content analysis in brief, technical term, exercises, diagrams, so it is from between the chapter only. Okay, beta? Okay, today class is over. Anything else? Any confusion in map? Anybody? Please ask. Anybody? Any problem in the map especially? I hope you have done properly. Practice is 2 times. I told you there are limited map options. Only 2 items are there, mountain and plateau. Children, please prepare it properly. There are little portion over there. Means in that portion there are little thing you have to, less features are given, not all. So if you command over it, you can easily score 10 marks. Practice it. But at the same time, if you will mark wrong places, number will not be given. Okay, children, will continue from here. Come prepare next time. Good day to all of you.